What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm joined by Christy. In this video, we're going to be talking about how Euron will betray Cersei in Game of Thrones Season 8. Now, this is the beginning of our Game of Thrones Season 8 coverage. We've previously reviewed Episode 1. We're going to be reviewing every single episode the night that the episode comes out, and then every Tuesday also having a theory leading up to the next episode, and also just the rest of Game of Thrones Season 8. So if you guys like Game of Thrones coverage, make sure you got in content in general, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. So I'm going to hand over to Christy to kind of go over some of the things we know about the history of Euron and Cersei and how we, again, ultimately believe he will end up betraying her.
So this topic is probably going to be a little bit mixed in a way, but basically the end goal is that Euron is going to betray Cersei. The actor himself has basically confirmed that that's what's going to happen too. But also in the first episode of Season 8, we kind of got a lot of hints at why and how and things like that. Euron isn't a great character in any way. I mean, not like in a sense like the actor who plays him is fantastic. You definitely hate Euron because he plays him so well that you just don't like that character. But in a way, it makes him a great character because he just is such a good villain. Because of it, you know he's not going to put his neck out for Cersei. Ultimately, all he wants is the Seven Kingdoms. He wants to be on the Iron Throne. He wants to be the ruler. He doesn't care who's by his side. He doesn't care if it's Cersei or whoever it is. That's his end goal. And ultimately, he's going to betray Cersei because at this point in time, she's the weakest link. Like, she doesn't have soldiers. She has the Iron Bank backing her up, but only as far as she can pay them back. And she really has nothing else to go on. You know, she doesn't have friends, allies, or anything. She's basically turned her back on everyone, and all she has is her castle. And I feel like Euron is eventually going to see that. And, you know, she's kind of playing. I mean, she did give him affection and, you know, slept with him in the last episode for episode 1. But that's literally all she's done besides insult him and, you know, kind of say, like, I hate you, basically, in a way of not saying it to his face. So I feel like he's, you know, eventually, and even on the ship, he told Yara, you know, Yara told him, she was like, you chose the wrong side. And he said, you know, I'll just take my ships and go anyway. I'll just join the other side then. But I don't think Euron will join the other side. I don't think he's stupid enough to think that he could just sail over and be like, here's some ships and you can accept me now, because they would never. I think he would be smart enough at least to know that by doing that, they would all be like, yeah, we're just going to blow all of you up. We don't like or want any of you. So I don't know how he plans to really take over and what his game plan is now, but you know, he's not going to stick with Cersei. I feel like he's going to straight up either take his soldiers and the Golden Company and take over King's Landing, or he's going to just take his, you know, once he sees Cersei losing, he's going to take his ship and sail back to the Iron Islands, fight Yara and try to take back over that, and at least he could just sit in his little throne on, you know, there as king of the Iron Islands. But overall, he's not going to stick with Cersei. Once the fighting starts, he's going to either, you know, hold a white flag and say, don't kill me, I'll join your side, so that he doesn't die, or he's just going to straight up just leave, because he's also somewhat a coward in a sense. But also, a lot of people have even theorized too, and I think it's plausible that he could be the one to kill Cersei. And I think it could be in one of two ways, because, you know, Maggie the Frog predicted all the things for Cersei, and she predicted that her 3 children would die. She predicted that a little brother would kill her. And technically, Euron is a little brother. He was the little brother of Balon Greyjoy. So he could be the one that kills her. And I don't know that he would actually straight up kill her, stab her, you know, any sort of way of actually killing her. I feel like his betrayal is what's going to get her killed. So in a sense, his betrayal, like technically him, a little brother, would kill Cersei, but in doing so, it's by a betrayal. And I think that he brings the Golden Company. I think he maybe doesn't pay them all the amount that he was supposed to. And then even there's so many theories of the Golden Company too. I mean, I know in the books, the leader of the Golden Company is technically a Targaryen, and so he should join the Targaryen side. And that's been theorized too, that he would leave and join them. So maybe that could happen too, is that the Golden Company are like, whoa, we're on the wrong side. We're going to leave you now, bye. And then they go and join the North and help aid them in the fight and everything against the White Walkers and everything like that. And then Euron's going to see that, and he's going to be like, well, Cersei, you literally have nothing now, and I'm not going to stay here because you can't really do anything. But I don't think he's going to leave the King's Landing. He'll see that Cersei's weak. She has nothing, and that's his moment to strike, his moment to take over the Seven Kingdoms, because, that's just what he wants. He wants to be ruler. He doesn't care who's by his side. And honestly, I think that once the fighting of the White Walkers is done and maybe Daenerys survives somehow, he's still going to go and, try to get her to join him on the Iron Throne, because in reality, Cersei wasn't his first choice. Daenerys was his first choice until Yara and Theon took off to Daenerys to give them their ships, and then he realized, crap, now I have to choose the second option, which is the Queen in King's Landing. So then he chose Cersei. So you never know. I mean, it could happen in so many ways, but basically it's going to happen. Euron is definitely going to betray Cersei. It's going to happen eventually. I think it'll honestly happen in like episode 3. I think it's going to happen early. I don't think it's going to be the last second. I hope it's not the last second, but you never know with Game of Thrones. Everything is unpredictable. That first episode was unpredictable, aside from we all knew where Bran was going to be in the episode at all times, because he never moved from that spot, and that's the only thing we can count on, is Bran is creepily sitting behind somebody.
So let us know what you guys think of this theory. If you guys agree, disagree, what you think will personally happen, let us know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And again, we'll be reviewing every single episode, the next 5 episodes of Game of Thrones, the night that the episode comes out. And then we'll also have another theory video each and every Tuesday. And then when the season's actually over, we'll have many videos talking about Game of Thrones in general. So thank you guys, as always, for watching. We'll see you on the next video.